I won't be wasting much of your time. If you want to make good money this week as a forex trader, make sure you watch this video to the end. Because in this video, I am going to be doing a chart analysis on two pair, giving you the next possible direction of the market. Without wasting much of your time, let's get started. All right, so guys, welcome inside of my screen. Now, so the two pairs I'm going to be doing analysis for, right, is Euro USD and USD CAD. If you want to make good money this week, make sure you watch to the end. All right, let's start with Euro USD. All right, now, so the time, if you check the time currently, right, I'm doing this video late. Normally, I do drop this video every 12 p.m., but this is the time I'm recording this video on Monday, July 26th, right? And this is what has already happened. Normally, I would have said that because the market started. Let's check the exact time the market opened for today. That's this week candle. So this week candle opened. It was this red one. That's what started this week candle. This red one. So this one I mark out here. That's what started this week candle. This particular one. So the market has formed 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth candle. So each day for the 4 hours time frame is about 6 candlesticks. So I'm on the 4 hours. I'm going to be explaining how I got here. So for those of you that didn't watch the last week video, I'll still explain. Don't worry. Now, I said before, let me just start the analysis again. Now, let me remove all these things and give you a fresh and brand new analysis for this pair. All right, now, so guys, before we go to the lower time frame, the first thing you must do as a trader is top-down analysis, which is you start from an higher time frame and look at what has been happening. Look at what the market has been doing before now. If you check this particular market for Euro USD, right? If you check this current move of the market from, let's check just this particular one, right? I'm not doing analysis of everything. I just want to show you this whole move that has been happening. This whole move is looking like an upward trend, or is pointing up based on what you can see. This is the monthly time frame, by the way. And it would have taken how many years? Like since 2022. That's when this bullish run started happening, right? It was bullish from September 2022 till now for Euro USD. Okay, fine. We already know that now. So how does that information now help us? Let's just map out 2 or 3 levels on this time frame. First level is this one. Yes, first level is this. The second level is this one. And the third level is this. There's another level here. So this is another level, right? If you check, normally, for those of you that understand the way market structure work, what is this market forming? It's created a lowest low here, a lower low here, right? It went up, created a high. It went down, created a higher low. The reason why this low is regarded as an higher low is because of this previous low. This low is very low, is the lowest point here. So this new low it created at this point is regarded as the new higher low. Now, the market went up, broke this level, and get to this point. This one happened around this year, right? This highest level it got to. The recent highest high it created. The recent high it created happened January this year. So that's when this thing happened here. This particular market now. Abi, low, higher low. So it could be that this market wants to start dropping down to around this point. Right? I'm just saying, no, to around this point. If this market continue dropping, it might drop to this point before we start seeing another buy. But before then, a lot can happen within this boss here. It could be that the market can start buying from where it is currently. So now we now have to go to a lower time frame, let's say the weekly time frame, to look at what we have drawn properly, right? Now, if you check one thing that is similar within all these markets. These two things are similar. This move to the upward side is similar to this move to the upward side, right? So if you check, they are both similar. Now, what this information should tell you as a trader is that the market repeats itself. Do you understand? So what stage are we currently in the market now? Because there are two phases in the market. We have the bullish phase, there are 3 phases: the bullish phase, the bearish phase, and the consolidating phase. Now, this market was in a bullish move, consolidated around this point, This was the phase it was consolidating. This move you are seeing here, it took a lot of weeks or a lot of, let's say around somewhere here, April 2023 to 2024. This is more than a year plus. That's when the market spent in this consolidation. So if you are using a trending strategy, like a trend-based strategy, it will have worked for some trade and it will not work for some other trade. Do you understand? Now, for this particular one now, what is the current phase of this particular market? Or what's the market currently in now? The market is currently in that consolidating phase. If you check this thing that happened around 2023 is what is most likely, or is what is looking like is going to happen. This, or is what is looking like is about to start happening. Right? It's what is about to start happening, right? Which is this particular move now. Now, I've explained that already for you. I believe you understand what I meant by this. If you don't understand, you probably need forest a more detailed forest explanation from the one I'm giving now. This one are for people that are already trading forest that understand what I'm already saying. Now, this market is looking like it wants to start reversing. It wants to start reversing. And if it wants to start reversing, it might reverse towards this downward side and get to this point. Remember, this is the weekly time frame, and this information now you cannot use it to trade the current condition of the market currently. What I'm saying now, you cannot use to trade the market currently. You would have to go to a lower time frame to look at what is currently happening to be able to trade the market. Now, let's now focus on what is currently happening. Or first of all, before we get to that, what is currently happening, let's look at this. The market bought like this, right? It got to this point. This was the highest point it got. Then it retraced to this point here. Then it started consolidating. It got to this point, started consolidating within this level here. Now let me map this level for you. This was the lowest point it got to before the consolidation started. And this is where the market is currently at now. If you check, that's where the market is currently at. So I will raise this stuff up a little bit. The market went up. If you check, so let me clone this. Now, very good. So the market got to this highest point. If you check now, it fell down, although this one didn't got to this point here. It went up to this point, fell down. Then the only break you can see here for this particular market is this weak break, which the market started still coming down. It got to this point again. It went up again. It has gotten to this point again. Now, what we should be expecting is either a reversal towards the upward side or a continuation towards the downward side. Because this level now, it's a very important level. Is that the market continues selling towards the downward side or it reverses towards the upward side? So let me make sure it's showing. I believe you guys are following. You guys understand where this whole where this all these things started from, or what's happening currently. So if you check here, if you have to zoom in, right? Now listen, if you have to zoom in properly and check, right? The market, let me use a part for this. The market, let's say it went up to a level, it went down to this level, it went up to this level, it went down, then it went up again. Now it's coming down. Now the point it is currently now is either it goes up or it breaks towards the downward, towards the downward side. You understand? So that's what is going to happen on a long run. On a long run. Now, how do you now take advantage of this market with this information? That's where the lower time frame now comes in. Let's now go first off, before we go to that time frame. Let's say, because me, I trade on the 4 hours. Let's now first of all go to the daily time frame. Very good. This is what is currently happening in the market. This move now, which is this particular move. Like I said last week, this particular move is what is currently happening. This whole move. Now, this whole move, how do you take advantage of it? Do you start buying? What do you start buying? Do you start selling? What do you do? Should you wait, or what should you be doing in this type of market? This type of market, it is very simple. Since this point we are in now, two things can happen. It's either there is an origin of a new trend. The new trend is most likely an upward trend. That's for the origin of the new trend now. But if this point, because this point is a support level, it's a key level. So it's either there's an origin for the new trend or the market gets to a particular level and continues selling towards the downward side. The sales continue to this particular point. Do you understand? The set continue. If the set does not continue, the buy will happen. One of the two will happen. That's one thing me I'm setting off. Now let's now look at something, right? Let's now look at this particular market carefully, or this particular condition of what's currently happening. There's a this is a downward trend, and based on structure, this is a high, a lower high, a lower high, and this market can either come to create a lower high again and start reversing towards the downward side. So what we should now focus on is this move, this particular move now. For those of you that want to start that wants to that's trading the market now, what you should be focused on is this particular move. And this particular move now is saying back towards the upward side, like it's trying to back towards the upward side. But at the same time, let's look at what is happening. Let's see, go to the 4 hours time frame. Now, this is a clear chart. A clear chart. Let's look at where it started from. It started from this point here. That's where the market started from. It started moving from, right? It started from this point. It got to this particular point. It pushed up to this point, and then you can see that this move, it started falling down. It started falling down. Very good. Where did it fall down to? It fell down to this point here. Then it got to this point, started pushing up again. Where did it push up to? To this point here. This was the point it got to. Do you understand? So it pushed up, got to this point, and then it dropped down. Right? Okay. It dropped down. It dropped down to this point, pushed up again, dropped down to this. This was the lowest point it got to. And if you check now, this point is looking like it's looking like a support for this particular level. So this market most likely is going to continue buying towards this point. I don't know if you are following what I'm saying. This buy might continue buying towards this point. This is the 4 hours time frame. No? So for those of you trading USD, I say USD. For those of you trading Euro USD, the current trend, what is currently happening now, is a buy. Do you understand? And what you should your concern should be this level here. Your concern should be this level. Because if you check, this market it's not looking like the market is ranging. Inside this ranging market, it's like the market is looking like, oh, this market wants to start ranging, oh. Because if you check, it's buying at the same, it's buying towards the upward side. So I feel like this particular market would favor like people that are buying people that are buying more than people that are selling. The market is still buy. More, I want to sell, but the market is still in that buying phase. Do you understand? Now, if you have to draw your trend, you see that the market has been buying. It has been buying. Got to it. That's based on our trend. First touch. There's a second touch here. There's another touch at this point. But you can see the break of this trend line. So meaning that our trend line stopped working around somewhere here because it broke the trend line. Normally, if it breaks this trend line, it is what we should expect is the market will continue selling towards the downward side. You understand? Towards the downward side. That's what the market is supposed to do. But the market now, it's broke, made here a support level, and now it wants to continue buying. One thing I'm setting off is that this market, or there's nothing really setting, but this market would buy to this particular level, which if you are a day trader or a scalper, you can go to a more lower time frame. Let's say around that 15 minutes to buy the market towards this particular level. So if you get to this particular level, then you now decide to say, depend on your entry strategy. If you are, it depends on the character of the market. If it gives change of character at this point here, the market would most likely start selling towards the downward side. But if it breaks this structure, this is the level it's coming to. And this level is the level I've been waiting for, because I feel like if it gets to this particular level, because this level is a key level on the daily time frame, if it gets to this particular key level, it might start selling towards the downward side, or a sell might happen. I don't know yet. If you check the weekly time frame, the weekly time frame is saying that the level that this trend line is, I mean, the whole level here, if you check this level here, so is a support level on the weekly time frame, and a change of trend from the downward trend towards the upward trend might likely happen. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say in this video. So, how do you take advantage of this particular market this week? For a day trader, or you're a scalper, focus on this boss, this old boss. That's what you should focus on. This boss here. Sorry. Focus on this boss here, this ranging boss. That's what you should focus on. Focus on this. So me, I'm more of into swing trading. Do you get? So for those persons that their strategy is just simply buy at support, sell at resistance, most swing traders that buy at support would have entered at this point, and then probably they are targeting around somewhere this level. Do you understand? They'll be holding this trade for this period of time. So this is like 4 hours, 4 hours, for 8 hours. And we don't know if the market is going to get to this particular point yet. But if the market gets to this particular point, it might start selling towards the downside. It might just be ranging in this boss. I don't really know. But if the market gets to this point, if the market gets to this particular point, right, it might break and get to this point. We don't know yet. But this is where the market is currently at. The market is on a box, and this box, it might start dropping down and break the box. Now, how do you not take advantage of this market? The easiest way to take advantage of this market is to simply wait for the market to either break this support level or break the resistance level, right? That's how you take advantage of Euro USD. But currently, if you have to take a trade now like this, bro, it will be too late for you to take a buy trade right now, because the market right now, it's a buy. Me, I would say you should buy, but I made this video late. I should have made the video earlier and posted it this 12 p.m. But the time currently has gone. So if you're seeing this video, probably 1 hour time or 3 hours time, I don't know. This trade has already gone to its take profit, depending on where you entered from, or is still in the process of going to its take profits. For people that bought at this level here, I believe you understand what I've said for Euro USD. Now let's look at the other pair, um which is what's this pair? USD card. Let's go to USD card. Now, for the sake of time, I won't be going to the monthly time frame and explaining everything I know about USD card, giving it, like, telling you the whole story of USD card, right? If you check the last video I posted, the result of the analysis I did, the market was around somewhere here. I said that if the market goes to this point, if it does not break this level, it will sell, and that's what it did. And for those of you that your strategy, you had an entry strategy to take the sell towards the downward side, good for you, right? You would have made money from just watching that video. Now, what is this market going to do for USD card? So let me just go to the daily time frame. To be better if I explain from the daily time frame, right? Now, I feel like this market in the long run is going to buy, right? It's going to buy. But before it buys, the market it's in a sell trend. If you checked it on your what's it called? If you check it on the 4 hours time frame, it's in a sell trend. If you come to the 4 hours time frame, for those of you that are day traders, you are focused on this. This is the trend that you are focused on, which is this particular trend here. This particular market, this is the trend you are focused on, right? This is the trend you are focused on USD card. The market went up, retraced, went down, retraced, like it's in a downward trend on the 4 hours time frame. So to see this clearly, you can go to the 2 hours or 1 hour to see it clearly. Do you understand? Okay, let's go to a more. Now let me explain what has happened here. If you should, so those of you watching my video now, you should have understand how market structure work. So the market created the highest level it got to at this point. It created a low here. So let's start like this. Now, look at the market, what it did. The market created a high. So let me start like this. Market created a high here, right? The market then created a low at this point, which is fine. Then it created a lower high. Okay, fine, created a lower high. Now, what did the market do next? The market came and created a lower low, right? Like that. It created another lower high. Now the market created another lower high. If you check, the highs are getting lower. Now, what it did again is created a lower low, because that's what the downward trend does. Now, this lower low it created is on a major support. Now, the major support, why I mean major support? I mean major support on the lower time frame, like the 4 hours time frame, because anytime market gets to this level, it buys towards the upward side. So if you check, it bought here, the market got to this point, it bought again. Now, the market has gotten to this particular point now. Is it going to buy towards the upward side? No, that's not what the market did. It created a lower low, yeah, a lower high rather at this particular point. It went down and get to this the same support level. So it was trying to break the support level so bad, it was unable to break it. Can you see? It was unable to break it. Then went again to the upward side, created an equal high, and then finally it went to this point. Then that's when it broke the level here. So like this now, a new trend towards the downward trend again is not coming down. But if you check, it's created a low, a lower low. What we're expecting for this market is if it's going to continue selling towards the downward side, it's going to drop, it's going to continue dropping to a particular level. If it drops to a particular level, let's say it dropped to somewhere here, let's say it drops somewhere here to this particular, it drops to around this level, right? And then the trend change from this downward trend towards the upward side. But let me look at the level I feel like it's going to get to before the buy happen. Okay, so let's look at around this level. So let's mark out this level. The market might I don't know, get to somewhere this level here. This particular level. Why did I map out this level? Okay, let me go to the 4 hours and look at if there is a level there before. Let me go to the daily and see. So any level it gets to, any particular level the market gets to. But right now, the market is dropping towards the downward side. And that's what I feel like the market is going to do for some period of time. But let's say for this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, gets to this level. And then from this level, a buy momentum towards the upward side might start happening towards the market might start buying towards the upward side. Bro, this video is almost 30 minutes. I don't want this video to be long before, but yeah. And so, guys, we have come to the end of this video. What I'm expecting for the USD card is for it to get to this red line I map out, and then from this level we can look at if the market might change direction from this level towards the upward side, right? But right now, if you are buying the market, I feel like that's not a good thing to be doing right now because yeah, the market doesn't look like it's buying right now. So if you are selling, if you are buying right now, but for those of you that feel like the market is going to change direction at the point it is currently, you are not totally wrong. It might. There's a possibility that yes, the market can change direction from the point it is currently towards the upward side. So one of these two things is that the market continue dropping down for this week, throughout this week, it just continue dropping down, and then it gets to a particular point and start buying towards the upward side, or the market change direction from the point it is currently at right now. So, guys, I'll see you guys in my next video. Now, I'm going to be dropping a video on Friday, coming on the chart to show you the results of the analysis I did this Monday. So, if you don't want to miss that, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel so you get notified whenever I post the video on Monday. And also, make sure you like this video so that other forex traders can see as well. Let's go make money.